is my damn freaking, oh! This is just not working for me anymore. I made this cart myself from an old tank ammunition crate that I found. And I was really proud of it when I made it. And it is still very useful, but it's got way too much crap in it. Everything gets kind of lost at the bottom, and half the stuff that's in there is really sharp, and you're really kind of taking your life at risk every time you stick your hand in there. So I've got to come up with a better solution. A while back, a friend of mine gave me some extra paneling and subflooring and stuff that she had around her house from a previous project, and it included some of these 1/4-inch MDF panels. So I am going to use these to make my own pegboard to hang some of this stuff up on the wall. Now, yes, you can buy pegboard at Home Depot or Lowe's. It's not even that expensive. It's like 20 bucks for a big 4-foot by 8-foot sheet. But I happen to have this stuff, so I'm going to make myself my own homemade pegboard. I did not know I had this many hammers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 hammers. I did go to Home Depot and I got myself a locking peg hook assortment kit. This has all kinds of different little hooks and things you can use on a pegboard. And this was about 10 bucks, and there's a bunch of stuff in there, so I'm gonna play around with that. I also got myself some 1/4-inch dowel pins, and this is just to, you know, drill a hole and shove it in there and hang something off of it. So I'm just gonna kind of play around with that stuff and see what works. Now I'm gonna use these little 1/4-inch pegs to hang my hammers, except these mallets are not gonna hang well using those little tiny pegs. So I have an old piece of a dowel, I think this is a 3/8 inch, and I'm gonna cut some bigger pegs to hang those heavier hammers. These have been drying overnight and they are ready to hang. And when I hang them, I'm gonna need to create some space between the pegboards and the wall so that these little hooks have some space at the back to be able to hook in properly. Now, luckily, the kit that included these hangers also included some of the spacers. Unfortunately though, they only gave me 6 and I need 8. But because I'm such a hoarder, I happen to have some leftover spacers from a previous project that were a little long, so I just cut them down a little bit. But now I've got 8 and I'm gonna get this sucker hung as soon as I can figure out how to hold it up there. I could have somebody come and hold it, but the MDF is deceptively heavy, so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna have to experiment a little bit on that one. That's me taking experimentation to a whole new level. Oh, God. Now, since I can't see the studs down here, I used a string with a weight on the end of it tied up to the screw at the top so that I could use, gravity basically to mark the exact spot I needed it to be. I got myself a locking peg hooker. I went to Home Depot and got myself a hooker. What kind of hookers would they have at Home Depot? What you making? A dagger. All right. From like Cloak and Dagger. Sweet. What's up, puppy dog?